Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College, and of course this is Mature Living. I want to introduce you to a new partner in this community, not new in the community, but a new partner with the El Paso Community College Senior Adult Program. David Hernandez is here representing the El Paso Museum of Art, and we have developed this wonderful partnership where we're going to be sharing students and classes, and I'm really excited because we have a lot of seniors in this community that paint, and they love the arts, and hopefully they'll be visiting the museum as well. We're going to entice you a little bit here with this conversation. Thank you, David, for being here.
Thank you. Welcome.
I understand this is the first time you join us.
Yes, yes.
It's exciting. I got to say your title because you're the museum education curator.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do at the museum, and then we'll get right into what you want to share with the community.
Of course. So I am the education curator here at the El Paso Museum of Art, and we have my role there at the museum is to manage a lot of our education programs with outreach with the community, inviting, working with the schools to come in, the teachers, of course, our adult population, our senior population. We want to welcome all audiences to the museum.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It needs to be busy and jumping and people coming in and out, especially for those beautiful classes that you offer. It's amazing.
We have an amazing art school in the museum. We have 3 fully equipped studio classrooms, and we just opened a maker space.
Mm-hmm. That's so interesting. I know you have some permanent exhibits that are going to be opening also.
Well, so it's really exciting month for us at the museum. We had just recently we had a fellow from the Crest Foundation. As you know, at the El Paso Museum of Art, one of our anchor collections is the Crest collection, donated by Samuel H. Crest back in 1961. And so this fantastic and just wealth of this amazing, wonderful exhibition of European art, dating back from the Renaissance, is we had this fellow come in. She did so much research on it that she reinterpreted and reinstalled the whole collection, and we just opened it last week.
Awesome.
So it's in a new light.
And David, what other programs do you offer? What other events do you have at the El Paso Museum of Art?
So aside from the art school, where we offer a variety of classes for kids from ages 6 through 13, and adult and teen classes and senior classes, we have exclusive events for members, where we invite, as a museum member, we invite you to our preview openings of exhibitions or exclusive classes. We have one coming up in June for Father's Day, where anybody who's a dad role model will come in with a child, and they'll do some art making in the classroom. And then we have some exclusive tours of the Crest collection that we're offering in June during the day, so our members can come in and just explore the galleries.
And you know what, we do need to mention where it's located for some of the people that may have not been there and want to become members, because it's very reasonable in the amount of money that a grandma can give a membership to a child or to a family.
Right. And so with the members, we are located downtown across from the convention center, and so right in the heart of El Paso by the Plaza Theater. So it's a really nice area to come in. You can spend a day downtown, come to a class, or come to an opening. There's restaurants, there's the San Jacinto Plaza. Lots to do in the area. So families can make a day of it.
It's safe, very beautiful and safe.
Yes.
So what are some of the classes that you want to mention as far as the seniors classes that we invited you to come talk about?
Yeah, so this new partnership is so exciting. We have 2 of our teaching artists who will be working with seniors. We have Philip Romero. He is a ceramics instructor. He's been a TA at UTEP for quite some time and has been with us for 2 years now. He leads the ceramics program, and so he'll be teaching just basic ceramics, slip casting, hand building, where students can come in, They can learn a little bit about the clay, the different types of clay we have, and the processes of building with it. It's very therapeutic and relaxing.
It is.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of his work. Oh my gosh, and what the students are making.
Yes.
When I toured over there just recently, it's amazing. And that's where it all started, with a tour. And said, oh, we want our seniors with the Senior Adult Program in the community to come to the El Paso Museum of Art. Check it out.
And then the landscape, the other class,
the other class,
is our landscape painting class. So we have Yvette Alonso, who's a jewelry and sculpture teaching artist, but she does do a lot of painting as well. She's very well rounded. She leads our neighborhood kids program, which is a partnership with the El Paso School District and a couple of local schools in the Segundo Barrio. So
Great
she's been
talent.
with us, yes, for 2 years, and she'll be teaching our seniors how to do landscapes.
Oh, boy.
Capturing the purple mountains of El Paso.
Oh, can you imagine the poppies? And we have such beautiful mountains, to work with.
Yes.
El Paso is just an amazing place. So, and of course, art is very therapeutic, and you can start at any age.
Exactly. And I think what's special about the art classes we have at the museum is that we have such a fantastic collection of art. And what better place to be for inspiration?
Yes.
You go up to the galleries, you explore the art, you engage with it, and then you come down to the studio and create art.
Now we've got to tell them how to register for these classes.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
they can come to the El Paso Community College at any registration window, and there's a CRN number for the landscape. It's going to be on Saturdays. By the way, we haven't mentioned.
Yes.
It's going to be Saturdays 9:30 to 12:30 in the afternoon, and they start June the 23rd. Through July 14th.
Yes, so it's four Saturdays.
4 Saturdays. Okay. The beginning, I like that. Beginning ceramics. It's also going to be a Saturday class from 9:30 to. So they start simultaneously. So you can register for one or the other.
Yeah.
And we must mention who to call and where to
call.
Right.
So they can call your office, or they can call our office and speak to Claudia Lay. She's our art school coordinator. And she heads the art school, and her number is 212-3056.
Great.
Yeah.
And our number is 831-7803 if you want information on how to register for these classes. There's a couple classes that are not related to the Museum of Art that I want to mention, and that's the line dance over at Bassett Place.
Fun.
That is a fun one. And you can register for that. It'll be Mondays 10 to 12 at Bassett Place, and that starts June the 4th, a little sooner than your class. Diabetes self-management education. So important, health. And so those classes are on Tuesdays at 9:30 to 11:30, and those starts June the 5th. So there's so much going on in El Paso.
Yeah.
So much to do in the summer.
Right.
Any last message, any
Yeah,
last
so
thought?
I mean, we have, it's been an exciting month for the museum. Not only have we opened the Crest collection to the public, but we also were recognized nationally. We won the 2018 National Medal for the Institute of Museum and Library Services. So that's been,
Congratulations on that.
We were 1 out of 10 winners.
Wow.
And so we'll be,
That is amazing. Well,
it is. It's a huge accomplishment for
Kudos
the
to the staff and everybody.
to the city, to our community.
And to the city and to our community. You're absolutely right. Got to give the community credit too with all this. Thank you for joining us. Come back again. I'm sure you're gonna.
Thank you for having me.
You're gonna take time to be here on Mature Living.
Yes.
We'd love to have you.
Thank you.
And you all go to the Museum of Art. Remember those classes? Call us. We'll be back. Thank you for staying with us. Of course, we're here on Mature Living, and we always ask ourselves a question. If we want to retire, how do we prepare for retirement? Is there something that I need to know before I retire? And that's a question we've asked Yvette Lugo. She's the director of Area Agency on Aging, and they're offering a wonderful workshop where you will find out how to prepare for retirement and what is important that you need to do. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for offering this wonderful
Our pleasure.
event. What's the title of the event?
It's actually called Welcome to Medicare. Plain and simple, we just want to help people who are maybe thinking about retirement, planning for retirement, to know the steps that are required to start to look about getting your Medicare benefits, applying for Social Security benefits, all the things that you need to do, because there's certain time frames that you need to meet, there's certain application deadlines, so that you avoid any penalties or anything from being just in place when it is time to retire.
Do you offer this education event, this workshop? Do you offer it several times a year, once a year? And how well is it attended?
This is we do it one time a year, although our benefits counselors are always available for any kind of questions that someone might have regarding those specific benefits. We just feel like we needed to put something together for persons who are maybe not considering themselves an older adult. So these are our younger, older adults.
Yes.
Obviously, by the name of the agency, we are here to serve people who are 60 and older. But for this particular educational event, we're really wanting to target those people who are thinking about retirement and who are about Medicare age, which is 65.
Yes.
And so if you're thinking about that, this is the workshop for you to attend.
Great. And where is it going to take place and when?
It's June 9th
Uh-huh.
from 9 to 12, and it's at the Region 19 Education Service Center on Boeing and Airway,
Yeah.
Specifically in the Paso del Norte room.
And I understand you've had like 80 people show up to these workshops, very popular. So if somebody's thinking about retiring or they know someone, bring them down. I mean, the more we know about how or what forms we have to fill out, those kinds of things, I'm sure that you've got it and your staff.
We try. I mean, people who have attended in the past, it always amazes me that there are still people that come that don't know the steps or are surprised, unfortunately, to find out that they maybe did not qualify for Social Security or Medicare. And so those are the things that, again, if you plan in advance, then you can start to make those steps to make sure that when you do retire, so that when you do age, that you have things in place that are going to help you be able to stay in your community and in your home for as long as possible.
And I know that Ravi Hill's going to be the presenter from Social Security
Yes.
Administration. He's so good, so knowledgeable, and explains things to the point.
Correct.
In this day and age with computers, and it's about convenience now. The Social Security Administration wants us to use online. That's what they want us to use.
Yes, there's a big push, and most agencies do. Obviously, for convenience purposes, I'm sure there's some cost savings to certain organizations for doing that, but it really is about convenience, especially if you're knowledgeable, you're savvy, you know how to, then even more of the reason why then you can monitor your benefits. You can start to apply and submit applications online and not have to travel perhaps to the different offices or make an appointment. It's really about convenience on both ends.
And one of the things that I think about is if somebody didn't complete their 40 quarters or their 10 years, so if you learn that, oh my God, I'm short, they can go get a job, put into Social Security. Many teachers didn't contribute into Social Security because of the school systems.
Right. It's a different system entirely. Some school districts, depending on what they take out regarding your benefits, but we have had people attend that are completely surprised that they didn't realize that they would not be drawing on Social Security.
And maybe before they became a teacher, they worked at a store and they accumulated, they contributed to their Social Security account, but then they became teachers and then they went into the teacher retirement system and they didn't know that they need to finish those 40 quarters.
Correct.
So they could get another job.
That's what some
At
people.
Walmart or something.
Right, correct. That some people do that. Again, it really is just meant to help you prepare, help you understand. Even when it's time to take Medicare, or if you're still working and you figure, well, I'm going to work this much longer, can I delay taking Medicare? All of those kinds of questions will be reviewed and answered.
Yes. Also, if there's a husband and wife situation with retirement, and who earns more retirement, or how does that work?
Right.
And
Surviving spouse benefits.
Yes.
People can even take benefits off of their spouse if they've been divorced. I mean, those are questions that come up, and we've had audience members ask those kinds of things. And hopefully we're steering them in the right direction in the sense of just, again, planning and preparing for when it's ready to retire.
It's an awesome thing to offer, is this welcome to Medicare Education Event. Where can they call you if they want information? I know they don't have to register. Just show up on June the 9th at the Region 19, and it's going to start right at 9 o'clock, so don't be late, because you'll miss out on the beginning part. And then, of course, we don't want Ray to back up.
No, there's a lot of information, so we have to start promptly at 9, and it goes from 9 to 12. We will be there at 8 o'clock, so registration, if you'd like to come in and at least sign up, sit down, make yourself comfortable to be ready to basically be there for some good learning.
That's it. Area Agency on Aging, you offer a lot of other services, and we're going to give your number also in case they want more information on it. What kinds of programs do you all sponsor through your contracts, I guess?
Well, area agencies on aging were basically set up to support the needs of older adults. Our goal is to try to help seniors, older adults stay in the community for as long as possible. So we offer anything from basic information, somebody just needs to know what resources are available here, to literally help in the home. Some of the funding that we receive is used to purchase things like attendance for personal care needs, or transportation, or help with your medications. Benefits counselors available to help you look at and review your Medicare plans, or maybe you need a Part D prescription plan. Anything that's there. The good thing is obviously we're not selling anything. We're an agency dedicated to serving older adults, so that you, as someone receiving services or seeking services from us, can feel confident and safe that we're helping you guide and make that important decision, especially when you're aging. Sometimes adult children just come to us, just show me where I need to go.
How can I help my mom or my
Exactly.
dad? And, what kind of services do you offer? They need a meal, home delivered meal or
Exactly.
something. So
Right.
it's amazing, I attend your advisory meetings, and I'm like, oh my gosh, when you start showing all the different programs, all they need to call is one number. I've got it memorized, by the way, okay? Your number, 533-0998.
Yes.
I give it to everybody. That's the only number I give, no matter what they ask.
Okay. Well, we appreciate it.
I said, just write this one down. That's all you need. They'll guide you to the right program in the city or the county. You all know, and that's that referral program.
Exactly. Yeah, we try our best. I mean, we try to make sure we're relevant. We stay up to what's most current, because I'd like to consider us as one of the hubs. We have many partners that serve older adults, but working together, and if we can find commonalities or make those referrals and connections for you, we're going to do that.
Yeah, Project Amistad, there's Project Bravo,
Yes.
and they've all been here on the couch, by the way,
Right.
and I love telling people about services. Don't fret, just remember area code 915-533-0998. And of course, we've been talking with the director, Yvette Lugo, of the Area Agency on Aging, dedicated to serve our elders here, 60 and older. Thank you for being with us. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't forget anything.
No, we're just pleased to be able to offer this to everyone, and invite, really would like to see people who are either thinking about retirement or not. And if not, if you're just curious and want to learn about, Medicare and Social Security benefits, it's open
This
to the
is
public.
it.
There is no charge. June 9th, 9 to 12 at Region 19.
Super. Okay, we'll be back with more Mature Living. Well, thank you for staying with us. This is our last interview for this show. And let me tell you, talk about energy. I have met some ladies recently at Bassett where they were performing. And I met JoAnne Tapia, and she's the director, choreographer of the group. It's a group that formed at Abundant Living, and she's going to tell us all about it. And it's called Golden Generation Dance Ministry. And so I just want to tell you that if you haven't found something to do, or someone to hang with, or just to enjoy life, this lady and this group really have smiles when they perform. I love the group. I saw you at Bassett recently, and the Golden Generation Dance Ministry. Tell me a little bit, JoAnne, of how you got this group started, and something about yourself, your personality.
I've been part of Abundant Living Faith Center for 25 years. Started with kids dance ministries, and 10 years ago, a woman approached me and said, "How come you don't do anything for the seniors?" And so, light bulb, and that's how we started. So 10 years ago, the Golden Generation was started, and we cover from boogie woogie, swing to hip hop, which is my favorite. Oh, wow. And so, salsa, hip hop, country, rock and roll, we do it all. Wow. We do all choreographed dancing, and we minister all over the city of El Paso. The age group is about 50 years old and up. And when I say up, I mean I've got dancers that are 70.
Yes.
And so we minister all over the city. From our primary places to minister are nursing homes. That's probably 90% of what we do. But we also minister with the city of El Paso, Dia de los Niños, tree lighting ceremony, art in the park. You saw us at Bassett.
Yes,
Well,
and Senior Expo coming up in
right,
the fall.
we'll be there.
Yes.
And we'll be at the event for Care First on June 9th. So we are at the fountains, and so we're very diverse. We have been very fortunate to be invited all over the city. We're very different, as I had told you.
My
We're
gosh,
not the
I didn't
normal.
expect. We've seen the line dancing, and we've seen the different groups, and they're beautiful too, and they have such fun. But this one is like a show. You are showtime.
Yeah, this is very different, but that's my heart.
Yeah.
And
I was going to ask you, did you get because you're the leader, you really are leading these ladies, and you're the teacher. Did you take formal dance classes? Were you a formal dancer, a professional dancer?
No. I actually didn't start dancing until I was working at Abundant with the kids and with performing in their performing arts groups, and that's how I started.
And you've stayed fit.
Yeah,
you stay fit.
Very. It's very
It's
important.
a workout.
Yeah, it's very important to exercise outside of what we do in the dance, take care of ourselves. Because as you saw, we're not going to be able to do all that we do if we're not fit.
That's right.
But that's important for us as women, as seniors, to stay fit in mind and body and spirit.
Yes. And with music, oh my
Yes,
God.
yes.
I noticed that they take turns.
Yes.
There's a little group that does this dance, and then they switch around, and somebody else does
yes.
that, and
Yeah.
and then you've got the one in the front is the lady with the
like Miriam and
Miriam, yeah, and they're
Yes.
kind of like leaders.
yes, you have your primary dancers, and they're all in levels. We're all in different levels, and we're all utilized in different ways. I have dancers that have studied ballet. I have dancers that are folklorico teachers before they retired. I have a dancer that is actually an instructor, a dance instructor and coach at a high school. So we're varied. I have all kinds of diverse, talented women on the team.
And what are the reactions that you get from audiences?
They go like this.
Yeah. And what about in the nursing homes? You bring
Oh,
smiles.
yeah. And we were, the day that we danced at Bassett, we happened to have been at St. Teresa's and at Nazareth Hall that day. And
Amazing.
And so, they dance with you, they clap, they'll actually get up and dance with you, get out of their wheelchairs if they can.
Yeah.
And that's good because it's about lifting their spirits. It's about bringing joy at that moment and sharing that time of day with them. And when we go to the nursing homes, we dance, we sing with them, we take gifts. We always take gifts. And because a little something that's homemade from all the ladies that are on the team. They make over 1,200 gifts a year, all by hand.
Wow.
And so, it's we've been blessed. I've been taught that you're blessed to be a blessing. So how we are blessed, we give it back. And we give back as in every way we can to our community.
That is so
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
And you do it with your talent, with your energy, with your music, because there's a lot of coordination that has to happen with the music, and picking the right and safe, but also showing what women can do.
Yes.
I mean, you're a women power. You're, very powerful women, and you demonstrate it with your art form,
Yes.
with your art.
Yes,
and
that's
it's
the
awesome.
desire of our heart, to let women know that it's not about how old we are. It's about what we can do, and we shouldn't set limits for ourselves. We should know that we can achieve regardless of how old we are. Take care of yourself, take care of your mind. That's really important, and so that you can push forward in what you do.
And I saw some assistants. Maybe they're not dancing, but maybe they were holding the ribbons.
Yes.
The props that you use.
Absolutely.
And yes.
Everybody's you need key players to make everything happen. I actually have one of my dancers, Yoli Lopez, who helps to make all the arrangements for everywhere that we go.
Wow.
Then I have Becky, who you saw there, holding the props, who takes care of the props, who takes care of attendance during class. All of those things are very important for me to be able to conduct everything that I do and that the team does.
Yes.
We rely on Yoli, we rely on Becky a great deal, so that we can have everything that we need when we go where we go.
So actually, this is in good timing. This show will start airing June the 2nd. June the 9th, you're going to be at the Fountains at Fara with the event with Care First and WellMed.
Yes.
And it's Fit at 60.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Be fit at 60,
Yes.
and you're going to show them, oh my gosh, so we want a lot of people there to cheer you on like I did when I first saw you at Bassett. But
We danced from 11 to 11:30 that day.
very, very good, from 11 to 11:30. So I really want to thank you for coming and taking the time from your work, because you're still working.
Yes.
And to tell us about this wonderful Golden Generation dance group. Can you give a phone number where they can call you?
Sure. Again, my name is JoAnne Tapia. The number is 892-3711. It sounds crazy, but we are actually booked. We're actually booked now through July.
Wow.
And going. Now we're starting our August bookings, September. We get.
We're going to get to
We've
see
been
you more of you.
fortunately blessed.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you for being here, and I really appreciate all of you, all
Thank
of your
you.
team.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next week.